Приветствуем всех. Вернули прежний наряд, сменили прическу. У цивильных такие новые наборы появились. F4 сообщает, что у нас есть печати, которые мы не потратили. Но пока что я там не вижу, на что их можно тратить.
There she is. We were just talking about you.
Indeed, we have made a toast to your stupendous feat in ridding Miss Peak of Saker and his men. They have been a source of great distress for some time.
Nobody will be more pleased than Sabine. His dwellers might find some peace now.
Of course, nobody has suffered more than they.
I've been telling Samuel here about the terrible situation they're in. He thinks he may be able to help.
Yes, well, perhaps. I mean, of course. The thing is, as I was just explaining to Sir Walter, Brightwall has no overabundance of resources itself. The King's levies are rather steep, and we face shortages more often than is comfortable.
But
were you to improve things around Brightwall, the people would be most grateful. And when people are grateful, they're also charitable. I'm sure they would find it in their hearts to send aid to those poor people.
There you have it. The way I see it. You will need all the followers you can get if you're going to lead a successful rebellion. What better time to start?
I heartily agree with Sir Walter. Pardon me for overhearing. As it happens, I've learned of a promising method for amassing followers. If you'll return to the sanctuary at your earliest convenience, I can show you what I mean. Now, the book says there is an additional rather amazing capability about the sanctuary's map table. It can help you find people who are in need of a hero. An excellent way to gain followers is by helping villagers in need. Take a closer look at Brightwall and I will explain more. You can now see the villagers in need. You can also see how many followers you must amass to impress Samuel and the people of Brightwall. Select a villager to help. By doing so, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region.
То есть в оригинале у нас именно что запросы приносили в гильдию, а здесь волшебная карта. Допустим. Еще цель устанавливать. Ну хорошо. Так, где след? Почему я его не вижу? Ах, я не понял, в ту сторону как раз таки надо. Интересно, эти значки можно отключить? Место работы. Это явно не то, кого мы искали, но...
You, dear lady, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not thirst for the drama and emotion of a properly structured tragic play?
Of course you don't. You want to escape your troubles. You want to be made merry. You want to be amused.
It is no good. We shall never agree.
If only we could get our hands on Morley's lost play. It would solve all our problems.
Yes, it is said to bring together the opposites of tragedy and comedy in an exquisite marriage of forms.
But perhaps you can find it.
Yes, we beg you. The theatre, the muses, the very heart and soul of this town will thank you. Splendid, splendid! You should know we did commission an elderly detective to search the library for clues as to the play's whereabouts, but he never returned.
The man's name is Ransom Locke, and he's rather closer to senility than one would like, truth be told.
If you come across this gentleman, he may be able to aid you. I believe he is looking for the collected works of the playwright Philip Morley, as we speak.
One can only hope they were not burned when the king closed down the academy and its library.
Ладно. Возвращаемся в библиотеку. Кстати, где-то здесь лежала записка, которую я специально проигнорировал. А потом за нее забыл.
My dear soul, you're an odd fish and no mistake. Possibly a trout, or maybe even weirder, like a sea cucumber or something. Though technically they aren't fish. Anyway, you look like some kind of mutant fish thing. So there. Yours sincerely,
back
Arthur.
now, mortal one. Stay away from this. Only death place and insanity await you. Seekest forbidden knowledge, but shall find naught but damnation. Don't pick it up! No, really, I'm serious. You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you're not getting my lost plate, you hear? It's rubbish, worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking, mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear madam, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
Интересно, если бы мы уже были в подобном костюме.
My love, my life, my son, if thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
Интересный выбор.
Coochie coochie coo.
Oh, stop, it's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them, yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2. Which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Интересно, что система сразу предлагает нам подлечиться.
Titus! Thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine. Cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
I love killing rich folk like you, lass. It's so rewarding. It's a back!
Next time, it's her before it's you.
Good it! Rip her entrails out. Wave them in the air.
Nice block there.
Don't just stand there and get it, you fool. Dodge around a bit.
Don't worry, boys. There's only one of them. Got it.
Be more careful. Fine work. Keep that up and you won't get a scratch.
I can do this all day. Oi! Leave him alone. He's a friend of mine.
yours, you vicious sod. That's the spirit. Well fucked.
Не получилось?
Titus has fallen! Vengeance is mine at last! But what is yonder scar upon his cheek? No, it cannot be. He was my son! Oh, woe and wretched misery! I am undone. My heart breaks with grief. It has beat its last. Adieu, unkind world. Adieu.
A tremendous performance. For a moment, I believed you truly had passed on. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? You have brought such depth of meaning to my words, I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it The Ham Sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
Трагикомедия. В названии отражена смесь комедии и трагедии, которые иллюстрируют собой два куска хлеба, покрывающие мясо мироздания. Да.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you, perchance, found...
This is no time for perchances, Lambert. The play. Do you have it?
А можно не отдавать? Видимо, нет.
We're saved, Lambert.
Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds! Thank you a million times! Thank you!
His head bosom. It's already working. Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands.
Hark! Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating core?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say,
"Great big giant bosoms."
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
Ну что ж. Нам удалось помочь Ламберту и Шпильке поставить легендарную пьесу «Бутерброд с ветчиной». К несчастью, пьеса эта получила разгромные отзывы от критиков, зрителей и даже от проходящих мимо курицы, которая худо-бедно понимала человеческую речь. Полное собрание сочинений.
So, what shall you do now, Mr. Locke? Any more mysteries on the horizon?
I rather think not. My powers of reasoning and deduction diminish with each passing day. Investigation is a young man's game.
How would you like to take acting lessons?
I would rather consume a bottle of arsenic.
And who could blame you?
Да, мне тут субтитров определенно не хватает. Ладно, хоть попрактиковались мечом сражаться. Правда, лишь подтвердили, что здесь это явно не мое. Так, нет, видимо, не здесь. Но помню, в этой линии было как раз таки трое жаждущих помощи.
Oh, hello. Lovely, aren't they? I've collected gnomes since I was a lad. My family said it was unhealthy. It made me take stock of my life, and I realised I had to make a change. So I cut off all contact with them. Now it's just me and the gnomes. They're my best friends, especially Jonathan. He's like a brother. I would actually die for him. It's his birthday today, you know. I ordered a special present for him and everything, but it never got here, unfortunately. You couldn't find out what happened to it for me, could you? Great, great! Now, this package, like I said, it's very special. I ordered it from a catalogue. It was very expensive, but then this is Jonathan we're talking about. He deserves only the best. Now, according to the catalogue, the delivery coach travels through Misspeak Valley. Maybe they lost a wheel there or something. It's a good place to start looking around, anyway.
Хорошо. Так, правда, здесь прохода нету. Так, на минутку отвлечемся.
You've got to help me, I'm so worried. It's my daughter, you see. I can't find her. The little scamp is always going off on her own, having adventures and whatnot. Always comes back after a while, though, but this time she's been missing for hours and hours. I'm frantic with worry. It's all her father's fault. He never stops talking about how there's gold to be found in the caves in Misspeak Valley. I bet that's where she's gone. Please find her and bring her home, I beg you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please bring her back safe and sound as soon as you can.
Хорошо, но все пути ведут в Хмарскую долину. Так, пещеры единого дыхания. Магия наготове. Мы теоретически тоже. Да ё-моё. Да уж. Румянец? Так, чувствую, вывести будет сложнее, чем найти.
Are you here to take me home?
Ладно, еще вернемся потом вне здания сюда. Что ты, моя? Как она вообще прокралась мимо всех этих волков? Ну и как они на нас не вышли, когда мы только зашли?
Mummy said I shouldn't talk to strangers. Oh, I just did. We made it out of the cave. Brilliant. Help! What's that? Help! Oh.
Если хоть здесь их не будет, но, видимо, нет. Так просто идти обратно не дадут.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with S. More nasty things! Don't let them eat me! Woohoo! Yeah! Are we there yet? Are we there yet now? There's my mum! Mummy! Mummy!
My darling, my darling, what a relief! I was beside myself. I can't thank you enough. I'm forever in your debt.
Да, спасли маленькую девочку от опасности верной матери. Лучше не бывает. И да, если вдруг здесь возникал черный экран, то это потому что именно в этот момент компьютер решил что-то попытаться обновить. Ладно. Хотел накормить жителей с того поселения вольных в этой части, но, видимо, еще немножко затянется. Так, у нас еще как минимум 2 задания. Да, они оба не потребуются, но раз уж они есть, лучше их выполнить, наверное. Но пока что на этом все.